Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the HitchHiking Hosts Show 101. I am your host, your ghost host, Wes Troop, and I am back with another history episode. Well, we've been making our way through Fantasyland of 1955 at Disneyland, and we've talked about quite a few attractions already. Peter Pan's Flight, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Snow White's Scary Adventures. So let's venture into one of the opening day shops, shall we? It's an interesting history of Merlin's Magic Shop. Alakazoo! In its earlier days, Disneyland was more diverse with its retail shops. One of the most interesting offerings was a small store in Fantasyland known as Merlin's Magic Shop. While planning out the retail venues for his park, Walt Disney asked magician Merv Taylor to be a part of Disneyland. Taylor agreed and partnered with James Hume, creating Merlin's Magic Shop. Merv actually sold his Los Angeles-based magic shop in order to solely focus on Merlin's. Merlin's Magic Shop's first day in business was Disneyland's opening day, July 17th, 1955. Merlin sold a huge array of novelties to perform magic tricks, such as playing cards, juggling balls, bunny rabbit puppets, and mannequin dummies. They also had a bunch of gag gifts in stock, including squirting plastic flowers, rubber monster masks, of the elusive fake vomit, which of course everyone has to have, and disappearing ink. They even sold guidebooks for the park. Of course they did. Other than just selling magical merchandise, Merlin's Magic Shop also housed King Arthur's Sword in the Stone, where you could try your luck at pulling out the sword yourself. Behind the counter was a button employees could push which would release the sword for those deemed worthy. The most famous employee of Merlin's Magic Shop was Mr. Steve Martin. Before making it in showbiz, Steve worked in a number of places in the park in his teens. From 1962 to 1965, he worked behind the counter of Merlin's, performing magic tricks and showing off the gag gifts that could be purchased at the shop. Once in a while, he'd even entertain park guests with his banjo. Merv and James Hume also opened a magic shop on Main Street, USA in 1956, as well as a drugstore and a camera shop in the Disneyland Hotel. Merv helped put on many a summer magic show, inviting many of his friends to perform. The leases for the shops at Disneyland ran out in 1967, but Merv and James retained the other stores until after Merv's passing in 1974. Merlin's Magic Shop at Disneyland closed on January 16, 1983. It was then turned into Mickey's Christmas Chalet, which of course sold holiday items. Today the store is known as the Castle Heraldry Shop, where you can get a family crest. A similar version of Merlin's Magic Shop could be found at the Magic Kingdom. The store opened on March 1972. The shop sold magic tricks, masks, puzzles, games, ventriloquist dummies, and books, much like Merlin's at Disneyland. Magic Kingdom's Merlin's Magic Shop closed in May 1986. It then turned into Mickey's Christmas Carol Shop for a brief time before transforming into Sir Mickey's. While you can still find the Magic Shop on Main Street at Disneyland, it must have been a truly magical experience for those who were lucky enough to shop at Merlin's Magic Shop during its run at the park. Alright, well, that is the show for this time. I'll be back with another history episode about Fantasyland at Disneyland very soon. Until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/HitchHostShow. You can like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/HitchHostShow. Follow on the Twitter and the Instagram at Hitch Host Show. And if you want to listen to the show, or you are listening to the show, you can do so at Podbean. It's hitchhostshow.podbean.com, or download it on iTunes or Stitcher. Just search under the Hitchhiking Host Show or West Troop. Until next time, don't forget to
hurry back
for the next episode. See ya.